3, 2, 1, and we are live.
My granddaughter wants to say hello to you. Come here.
Oh, does she?
Just say hello, Cabbie. Come here.
Hello.
Yeah.
And how are you? What's your name?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. That's a nice name, Charlotte. Are you looking forward to Christmas?
Oh, aye.
Yeah. Have you been a good girl? Have you been a good girl? Because Santa only goes and sees good girls.
Oh, it was good. Yeah.
Fantastic. Are you staying at David's tonight?
Aye.
Ah, right. So you're on the show with us live. Welcome.
You're on the telly. So when I come off, I'll be able to show you're on the telly, right?
You're famous. Hey,
Right,
listen,
no?
before you go, what do you want off Santa?
Away.
Barbie dream house and the new pair of boots.
Oh, you're starting early. New pair of boots.
iPad.
And an iPad.
Oh, my wife wants about 4 pairs of boots this Christmas.
Yeah.
An iPad with a PIN number so my cheeky brother can't get into it.
Fantastic. Love it.
Yeah. See you, Robin.
Bye. I need to get on with my jigsaws.
Right,
Okay,
Robin.
see you later.
Good off, Flower.
Oh, that's brilliant, Davey. That's brilliant.
Aye.
Absolutely love it.
Aye. Yeah.
Aye, so welcome to the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davey show. Rosie Laws is in already. She says, good evening, CABBIE and Davey. So you're entertaining tonight, Davey, are you?
Aye, babysitting the night. We love it, man.
Well,
Keeps you young. Keeps you young or kills you. One of the two.
It does, aye. It does. So how's your week been?
Champion.
Champion.
No bother. Since it was a match, didn't it?
That's weird, isn't it? It does. I've just been so busy at work. It's just been ridiculous, honest to God. I haven't even had time to do all these any videos.
It's what you want though this time of year, isn't it?
Oh, aye. Like I say, I came in and I listened to the first 20 minutes of Total Sport. I've not yet listened to the rest of it. I don't know if it was any good crack or not.
Nah, not really. Just Gary Bennett gone on about he doesn't want to online playing and that. Ain't it?
No, we're on 1-9, Craig almighty. Oh, dear me.
It's a tough decision. I don't know which way he's going to go tomorrow.
What you expecting from Norwich, Davey?
Oh, game of football. There's never anything else.
They're missing.
I think it'll be open game, mate. Like
they're missing Josh Sargent.
He's not playing now.
Of course, he scored, didn't he, against us at the stadium like last time, I think.
Yeah.
He's a good player, that, you know.
They've still got some good players, though.
Oh, of course they have. I'm surprised they're as low down as they are, to be honest with you.
Why?
You know, and of course, we've got Pavida. They're saying he could be making an appearance, but a lot of Sunderland fans aren't exactly excited about that.
No, he needs to play like few games off the trot for you to make an opinion on him because he's never getting started, has he?
He hasn't at all. Hasn't at all. I mean, I tell you what, if he gans off injured again this Norwich game, I think it's time to just get shot of a minute.
Aye.
If it does,
they'll never get shot of him. I think he's on a 4-year contract.
Well, for God's sake.
They'll have bent the fingers there, aren't they?
I think they have, to be honest with you. Hello, Bong. El Bong's just come into the chat. Says, hello, fellas. Hope you're both well. Rosie Law says, I was happy with the result against Swansea City. I'm currently watching the Luton versus Derby game. Yeah, of course, they're playing. It's not going to affect Sunderland much, is it, that result tonight? Either way. David Joblin. Hello, David. You all right, mate? Welcome along. Says, good evening, Stuart and Davey. So then, I mean, did you listen to the press conference, Regis?
Aye. Yes.
It wasn't bad, was it? He's going to give he's going to give Pavida a run out, like, but he said it's just going to be sub, like, you can't expect anything else, can you?
Aye.
You know.
Oh, that's it.
What side would you like to see face tomorrow, Davey? Who would you like to see out?
Well, I want 09 in the team, but I can understand how you're reluctant to move Ballard and Mepham about it. It's a difficult one, isn't it? I think it all depends how fit Cirkin is.
Dennis Cirkin, aye, because he's still not 100%, is he?
Yeah, if Cirkin doesn't play, I think he'll play 09 left back rather than Elise here.
Aye, do you know? 2 seconds, I'm just turning this heating down.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There we go. Oh, it's reached this temperature. I'm sweating my arse off. I suppose you could go with pretty much the same starting 11 against Swansea, couldn't he?
Oh, the rest of the team pick itself. They not make any changes upfield or out.
No.
Nah, definitely not.
We're talking on. Hello, Janet. Hello, how you doing, pets? It's a good evening to you both. I heard them talking on Total Sport about like how we're going to just be expecting at home Sunderland go hell for another 45 minutes and then just didn't bother turning up second half. They can't do that.
No, definitely not.
Patrick's just popped in. It says, hello, Patrick. You all right, mate? Yes, Rosie says, what about the other new signings? I've not seen anything of them. Well, they're still injured, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are still injured as well. I heard something about Pierre Ekwa as well.
Oh, they've just sacked the manager, haven't they?
Aye.
So obviously, he'll be a bit in the dark how he stands with the new one, so we'll have to wait and see. But he's just on loan, isn't he?
He is, yeah. I don't think we've missed him, really, have we?
Nah. No, I think we've got the best midfield in the division, us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't swap any of them for anybody.
I did a post up, a few days ago about because with Sunderland fans messaging us and stuff saying I'm hearing this and that and the other, that Newcastle could be putting a £23 million bid in for Chrissy Rigg and all that, and quite a lot of Newcastle fans said like they didn't want him. They reckon they saying he's not good enough. You know what I mean? There's better players out there for that price tag. It's
I wouldn't get him for that much anyway.
No, they wouldn't.
Definitely not.
Nowhere near. It's funny who comes up with these prices and that, though, isn't it?
Aye, load of rubbish. He's got a big ceiling rig. He could be out.
Oh, I could be. Aye. MACKEM on a mission. Good evening. The Packer Acker Andrew. How are you doing? He says, hi boys. How is it? Good. Kingfisher says, please like and subscribe. Thanks, Kingfisher. Welcome along. David Joblin says, next 3 games, 9 points. It's going to be a tough one, isn't it? We've got Blackburn after the Norwich one, haven't we?
If we get 9 points in the next 3 games, we'll mark them sit and take notice.
Who's our 3rd game against?
Stoke.
Is it the FA Cup?
No, League.
League? Oh, it must be at their bit, is it?
Aye, 29th or something like that.
Oh, Patrick's just donated $1.99 in the super chat. Thanks a lot, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. It goes towards the channel. Very grateful. Very.
You spend it all at once.
Very kind of you. It all adds up, Dave. You had.
Yeah.
So much appreciated. Cheers, Patrick. Yeah, a good support with the channel.
Good.
So yeah, you confident for tomorrow then?
You got now?
How many subscribers have I got now? Let me have a look. 3,350 something.
Good.
And it's going up and up and up and up. But like I say, I've not done much this week. I've just been so busy.
Alright.
But yeah, Rosie was on about the other signings and stuff. We are aware of them, but the fact like they're just not quite ready yet. Either they possibly could be mid-January.
Yeah, everybody should be back by January.
We'll hope.
Apart from Seal will not be and Huggins will not be. Janet
says 9 points will be on cloud 9. And David Walk, hello David, says yes, Stoke away on the 29th. It just feels like we just bloody played them, innit?
I
know.
So that's it. That's it. After Boxing Day, we've played everybody then.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They were saying that Regis Labrie, he's not far away from being the longest serving Sunderland manager for a few seasons. He's reached halfway. Where does the time bloody go?
Did you see that video of Niall Quinn?
You what?
Did you see the video of Niall Quinn?
I did. It's good, wasn't it?
It's good how they keep coming back in it to see them and that.
It's just mad how they end up being Sunderland through and through when they've got nothing to do with Sunderland in the first place.
I know. It gets in your blood, doesn't it?
When you think of it, Niall Quinn, who he was involved with, the big clubs.
Arsenal, Man City.
Aye.
You just go back and see them.
It's weird, isn't it?
Aye, it is. It is.
That just can't. It's weird. MACKEM on a mission says Blackburn will be tough Boxing Day with their form. Yeah, it'll be tough for them as well. MACKEM on our form as well, because when we turn the tables and we can steamroll anybody in this division.
And they'll have 7,000 fans behind them and all.
They will. I was watching a few of the Swansea City vlogs, and they were saying, they were impressed how good Sunderland were in the second half. He says we just did not get a look in. And this is the run Swansea fans when they were doing their vlogs saying how good Sunderland was.
Good.
Have you had a chance to get on Total Sport yet, and Davey, talk about how quiet the Stadium of Light is?
No, I know. I'm never getting on. I'm just going to leave it now. I'll go on a Monday night because that's the last show for the week.
Oh, they're off for a while, aren't they?
It finishes on Monday and comes back on Friday.
Aye. El Bong says, I reckon we will get a result against Norwich, early Christmas present.
Yeah.
The Packer Andrew says, how many managers has Sunderland had? Christ almighty, it's more than our fingers and toes, isn't it?
Why, 22 in the last so many years.
MACKEM on a mission says, Quinn's here for 20th anniversary of his children's hospital, lads. Ah, right. And Kingfisher 79 says, well, Regis Labrie is doing better than Beale. Well, certain.
A bit.
No. So, what are you expecting from tomorrow from Sunderland and Davey? I mean, how do you think they should... Any change in formation wise, or
no? I think we play one way, don't we? We play the same way all the time. I just hope we'll turn up, start early, and give them a walloping. Like we're due to give somebody a walloping. We can't keep playing like this, creating all these chances and not bagging a bag full of goals.
But some of them's got to fall in at them, especially for Isidore, especially. I mean, he's putting the ball anywhere but in that back of the net at the minute.
And you can't keep creating all these chances and not bagging goals, like.
Oh God,
surely.
You know about Niall Quinn before? There's a hell of a picture with him and Luke O'Nien together. Niall Quinn, and it's both hold the title, Mr. Sunderland. It's a great picture, that, like.
Aye.
And Chrissy Riggs been saying it's been a good year for Sunderland so far, but we are far from done.
He's done an interview, hasn't he?
He has, aye. And yeah, what's this about? Do you think Regis Labrie saying, we're definitely needing a striker? He looks like he's after for a striker in January. Do you think he's right to do so?
Aye. Because we've only really got one, haven't we? Who's like what you could say, like in the running. Because Connolly could be out, but you can't get the minutes into him at the minute.
No, you can't. And it's not going to help him.
No.
Oh dear me. And I was reading another article about I think someone asked Regis Labrie that the fact like Sunderland's still quite a way off from the likes of the Sheffield United and the Leeds United, considering how the squad is. But to be quite honest with you, I think Sunderland's keeping the pace with them quite well, considering, Davey.
Yeah, there's nobody. I mean, nobody fears me at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, we give any of them a game. Sheffield United is going to be a big game, isn't it, next week?
I think we'll have a good game against them.
Aye.
I mean, if they get 6 points from Sunderland, I don't think we're going to catch them, are we?
Put them 8 points, wouldn't it? It's a strange league. This you can get three games without a win quite easy, can't you? In a week.
But Sheffield United is still yet to find their blip.
Aye.
You know, you think surely they kind of keep that up all through the season, can't they?
No.
You would think, anyhow.
Winning the game at home without conceding a goal.
Aye. Unbelievable. And then they go in the Premier League and they get their asses kicked every week.
Aye.
Rory VR. Hello, Rory. Are you alright, mate? Nice for you to pop in. Packer Andrew says 3-1 to Sunderland against Norwich. MACKEM on a mission says it's 8 p.m. on New Year's Day. More like New Year's night. Via Sheffield United. That's going to be a strange one, that.
Well, I've never known that, because there's no public transport on, is there?
You know, you going on about the atmosphere being not very good at the stadium. You're like, well, that kick-off time's not going to help, is it?
See, now I think it'll be bouncing, Mike.
Do you reckon it'll be bouncing?
It'll be bouncing. There'll be 45,000 there. But how that I'll get there and get home, I do not know.
Do you reckon it's going to make a difference because most people are off work?
They're off work and they've had time to sort out what they're going to do, make arrangements.
There could be a few states there as well if they've been out in the lash all day.
Aye.
That could be some session, that, wouldn't it?
Aye.
Crikey. I was reading another article as well about the EFL could be looking at bringing VAR into our league. Do you think we need it, Dave?
Oh, I don't know. It's one of them where if you get a dubious decision against you, you wish VAR was there, but then it can work the other way. And I like the fact where a goal scored, you just look straight to the lines. If his flag's not up, it's allowed, isn't it? Straight away.
Yeah, not like you score a goal and then you wait.
The flag's up, and then you've got to wait and wait and wait. Oh no!
But it's like you've cheated the goal, but you're still waiting another minute and a half before you've actually. It is a goal.
Really, it's pointless cheering a goal, so you lose that enjoyment of celebrating a goal. You just can never celebrate a goal in the Premier League.
You cannot. And the players are going to play on it as well as much, aren't they? If they know it's there, they're going to play up on every handball, every foul, every slip. You know what I mean?
Did you watch that match last night?
I didn't, but I heard there was some crazy goals. What happened, Davey?
I've never seen anything like it.
Really?
Oh, goalkeepers! Both goalkeepers were horrendous. Horrendous.
Did Tottenham score from a corner?
Aye, straight in. Keeper complained he was fouled, but he wasn't. And that Tottenham's keeper passing about at the back got caught twice.
I'll watch the highlights.
Try and watch highlights. It's unbelievable.
Janet says it's a cheaper version of VAR. Ah, right.
Oh, cheaper version.
Aye. David Walker says no, VAR is killing the game.
Right.
SJ, you alright? He says, I see Pavida is available tomorrow. What time is he getting injured then? He won't get injured, will he? Because, I mean, if he does, he's just going to make himself look like a right ARSE, isn't he? I mean, big style. I mean, he's not going to do that, surely. You would think.
I don't think he would get on anyway. I think there's a few in the queue before him, isn't there?
I think so, aye.
Connolly wouldn't be happy if he got on, and that Alexic shouldn't be happy.
Harry SAFC, hello mate, you alright? He says, not a hell's chance of getting Ahmed back in January anyway.
No, I know. There was no chance anyway. He's moved well on from us.
Aye. The only time we'll get him Ahmad when he's got 7 months left of his career.
Aye.
And when he's in his early 30s, mid-30s.
He's one of Man U's best players at the minute.
If he carries on the way he's going, I think he'll get into a better club.
Aye.
I'm serious about that now. I think he'll be away.
Aye.
Janet says the Tottenham Man U second half was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And MACKEM on a mission says VAR from Team U. I don't know whether it's... we never complained about it in the 80s, the 70s, and the 80s, did we? We just.
Yeah.
I know it's annoying when the referee misses a sitter, this and that and the other. But it gives you something to talk about, doesn't it?
Aye.
You know. But yet again, when you look at the bad decisions, like how many bad decisions England have had in the tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
do you know what I'm saying? If in hindsight, if they had something like that in there, then England could have
won that goal line technology's been a good thing to introduce, hasn't it?
It has.
Because that's good when you straight away the referee gives the goal or he doesn't give the goal, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's been good.
Well, like I say, why didn't they just keep the goal line technology and didn't bother with VAR?
Aye.
It's not that day, is it?
No.
Jim N. Hello, Jim. You all right, mate? He says, we were lucky to get Ahmad, but Tony Mowbray and Sunderland unleashed his true potential.
Yeah.
MACKEM on a mission says the game is more enjoyable with mistakes, I think. VAR just totally spoils it.
Right. I think I heard somebody say another day either day or night. They reckon Ahmad has been the best loan signing ever in the history
of Sunderland.
Yeah, ever.
That's a good one. That like.
Right. How we got him is like unbelievable. £40 million, and he comes to us on loan. Crazy.
It's just a shame. It's good we've had him, but sometimes you wish you didn't have him either, because you've like it's like, you know.
You get used to them. It's a bit like MACKEM. I'll be disappointed to see him come back.
Well, isn't he at the end of his contract, isn't he? End of the season?
Aye. He's only on loan.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, he's at the end of his contract with Bournemouth.
Aye. But the better he plays, the more suitors there's going to be, isn't there?
It's just a vicious circle, Davey.
When it comes to the wages scrap, I know who'll definitely not win it.
Oh, aye, 100%. 100%. Janet says, I believe Rig is our new Ahmad in the making.
I love Riggy. Like I love watching him. I just love his control of the ball. I love it.
And it's true what Davey's saying here. It's like if you watch, you know, he's general play. Forget about him. Like he's put this chance away or he's missed that chance. We're on about his touches. Anywhere wherever he is in that field,
yeah.
He very, very, very rarely gives the ball away or miscontrols it, does he?
He always tends to play the simple pass.
Yeah.
You never see him swinging a ball out to the wing, like switching wings around. He just keeps it simple, but he brings it under and knocks it simple all the time.
Well,
he's tremendous.
He is tremendous. If you've passed it to another Sunderland player, then that's a good job done, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You're keeping possession for your team.
Yeah.
Kingfisher says we need an excuse to blame the ref. Here, Kingfisher, they're still screwing things up with VAR, man.
Oh, we are. Still about interpretation, isn't it?
Why, of course it is.
Some people say it's handball, some people say it's not handball. It's just...
Ahmad was our championship cheat option. It's just a shame you never really seen him in the second leg against Luton. He was just bullied out the game, wasn't he?
Aye.
El Bong says the poor decision to send MACKEM off cost us against Sheffield United. He says VAR would have sorted that decision there and then.
Definitely.
Harry SAFC says even Evan Fergus could come to us on loan. Got a hat-trick against Newcastle.
Mm-hmm. Wages, man.
Wages, yeah.
That's always the stumbling block, wages. That's how we end up going for young lads.
MACKEM on a mission says, wonder whatever happened to G when he left us.
Well, he was terrible, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's only known for that goal from Man City.
I mean, he nearly missed it because he nearly fell over just before he put it in.
He did. And if we're talking about VAR, that goal wouldn't have stood.
No. That was definitely offside, wasn't it?
He was half a yard offside. It says he
Right.
flipped the ball through.
Right. And then he went round the keeper and like tripped out his own feet.
He did, aye. But to be fair, he kept his control and he put it away
Aye.
nicely.
Aye.
Hey, Davey, I bet you went crackers in the stadium that night, did it?
Oh, the roar! I remember the roar. I always remember the roar was deafening. Like,
I've heard it on 5 Live. There's a recording of it on YouTube on 5 Live, and
because I always remember we were right under the cosh, like.
Oh, we were.
All the second half with the pummeled us, and then we just brought away in injury time. And oh, lad.
Yeah, there's a recording of it on the commentary from Radio 5 Live.
Aye.
Honest to God, the noise from that stadium, the roar that comes. When you're hearing it on the radio, it just seems. If I find the link, I'll send you it. It's crazy.
Aye.
I think it was 3 against 1 or something when they broke, and one of the commentators says, if Sunderland go forward here, they could nick it here. Go! You know, they were edging Sunderland on. Because rightly so, Man City they had a shot on goal and it was blocked, and it came back out, and then we just broke, didn't we?
Aye.
But I'd love to. That's one of them games I would love to have been there and see that. Like, it was New Year's Day. Was that New Year's Day?
It was, aye. Aye.
My Sunday dinner my New Year's Day dinner went all over the place.
Aye.
Because I had the father-in-law and the father-in-law's friend and stuff. They were over having dinner as well, and they just completely took the mick out of Sunderland. Yeah, they got blah blah blah. Well, Christ Almighty, I never left them alone at full time.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, he didn't really do out, did he?
No.
He didn't really do out. SJ says the VAR that is supposed to be introduced in the Championship is supposed to be the same way that you get 3 opportunities to appeal decisions like in tennis, where you can dispute any decision. Could that just slow the game down even further, do you think, Davey?
Of course it will, wouldn't it? You'd think that.
You know, so you control that game. You've got 3 lives in each half or something. So whatever's happening, you can like sort of. I don't know how that would work.
Bit like cricket.
When the ball's gone out and there's something dubious, you can appeal against it. You can put your hand up and request the review.
Like LBW. If the umpire doesn't give the LBW, you can like have a look at it. Yeah.
Aye. So I think that's what it means. It's more like a review system sort of thing. But I mean,
yeah. Oh, aye. It's still stopping the game, isn't it?
It is stopping the game. I mean, I don't know. The crowd want to be entertained, man. They didn't want this stop start carry on, do they?
Yeah.
SJ says, I was behind the goal when G scored. It was manic. He says, I was nearly thrown a couple of rows down. He says, what a brilliant night that was. He says, as soon as the referee started the game, it was literally game over.
Right.
Please like and subscribe, says Kingfisher. Thank you. Colin Major is in the room.
Hello, Colin.
Hello, Colin, lad. You all right, man? He says, Colin says, Ahmad was like that advert. Played for Manchester, but made in Sunderland. Merry Christmas, Stuart and Davey and families from Colin.
Aye. I don't think we'll ever get a loan signed as good as him, like.
No, you said that before, didn't you? Of what had any good loan signs. Well, we had a good defender, wasn't it? Was it Evans from Man U?
Oh, Johnny, he played well.
He was it's a completely different loan because he was a defender. But I was at his last match at the Stadium of Light, and they sang his name, and they gave him the fans loved him.
Yeah,
he was a good signing, but that's a good one for anybody in the chat. Is there any loan players that you could say has been just as good as Amad Diallo or better? I don't think there has been many, has there?
No. Not to have the impact he had.
No.
I mean, he just looked like scoring every game, didn't he? He went through that spell where he just looked like scoring every attack.
But the thing is, what Ahmad though, he just seemed to score from impossible situations.
Aye.
It's like we're mucking about with it on the edge of the area, and then all of a sudden he just turns, bangs in the top corner.
No.
You know, like I remember that goal he scored against Coventry when we were losing, like we lost the game.
Oh.
But it just
Bennett's cross.
Aye.
Bennett took the cross in and just bang.
Aye. I mean, how many cracking goals did Diallo score like for us?
Aye. And he was good at sitting them down on the arses, weren't he, the defenders? He would twist and turn and they would go down and they'd go down and then come back for some more and then just slip it away.
We couldn't cope with him. But there's got more chance of sleeping with Mother Teresa than you have getting Amad Diallo back, I'm afraid.
Oh, yeah.
Never gonna happen. Bong says the review system, he says that's bollocks, that like. He says facts is facts, man. Jim N says in Italian League, he says they have an automated offside VAR. That sounds like a decent option to me. Jim N also says Ahmad was class, but it took a little while to get going.
He did.
He did, as they all do, though. SJ says that's a system they're planning on bringing in, Bong. Rory VR says, do you play FC? I play FC. FIFA, I think that's what you're on about. I do when I've got time. We're back. Well, that's okay. So, Dave, we'll come back again tomorrow for Norwich and stuff then. What tactics would you like to see us play then? Would you like us to go out all out attacking? Do you think Sunderland should be caught?
Definitely. Yeah, try and get a couple of goals in. I think if we could get a couple of early goals, I think we'd give them a right walloping.
So it's important to get that really good start.
Aye. Even start well.
As long as we just don't run out of steam and have that second half syndrome.
Yeah, if we've got some pace them on the break, like we'll have to be really careful of them.
I don't think Norwich will be coming to the stadium and like to defend.
No, definitely not.
And Gary Bennett says if you would offer them a point before the game, they'd snap your hand off Norwich to come back home with a point.
It would take a point, but they're not coming there to defend for it.
No, I don't think they will.
No, the Norwich teams have never played that way, have they?
No, they haven't.
Nah. You can pick certain teams, you know what they're going to do, like your West Broms. They've always been like that, West Brom.
No, West Brom, I think it's one of the worst teams I've seen at the stadium like this season, if not by a mile.
Shocking, wasn't that?
Jim N says Johnny Evans was good. Also Callum Doyle.
Callum Doyle.
But Ahmad was stellar. John O'Shea spoke to players and said we just gave ball to Ahmad and he scored. SJ says attack. That's our attitude. How we should approach the Norwich game.
Yeah, he'd be playing tomorrow, Callum Doyle.
Aye, that's right.
Yes, for Norwich.
That's right. Do I play clubs or is it just Ultimate Team? Rory, I just play the Korean mode. I never bother with Ultimate Team. SJ says I don't think Norwich will come here to sit back. And as you've just said, Davey, he says it's not really how they play.
No.
John Nesbitt, hello John. He says you could get rid of VAR altogether, and then the top tier would be happy as Larry gets all the dodgy decisions again. Well, they're even talking about another Super League, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're talking about. You be going to the game, Davey, are you, tomorrow?
Aye.
I think there should be a decent crowd tomorrow.
Well, we aye. Be 40,000 there.
No, we're like officially.
Last game of the year, isn't it?
Well, it's classed as Black Eye Friday up in Carlisle, where
last year, mate.
Is it?
Aye.
A lot of the factories close and the building trade and all that, and the plasterers and stuff all finish at midday, and they're all going to the pub.
Aye.
So I just hope there's a bit of a better atmosphere than what we have seen, especially on the night games and stuff.
Definitely.
Jim N says Gunn is suspended and Sargent is injured, which might help. But as Davey says, they've still got some dangerous players, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
SJ says they still have a top striker, even though Sargent is out. And Gunn is out tomorrow, without a doubt. So if we do get 3 points tomorrow, I think it's been a good festive period, I would say, so far for Sunderland, Dave.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What do you want, darling? You want your pasta? Hold on. Come here then. What? What? In a minute.
No, David.
In a minute, I'm just on there.
David.
Daddy bed, 2 minutes then. Okay, 2 minutes on daddy bed, to my bed. Ah, da da da. Just back, sorry, just saying to me daughter again, the wife's off for a work do. Have you noticed she's always out, Davey, the wife?
No. She has some work to do.
She doesn't all. SJ says you just know that Norwich's second keeper will play a blinder.
Aye.
Gunn is definitely out unless Norwich appeal, which probably won't happen. We've just got to play our game. I mean, as you say,
Definitely play our game. Don't worry about them, just worry about yourself. If Sunderland played well, they'll win.
Just look the way we played, like I say, against Swansea City. I mean, you know, we were injured and had injured players and stuff, and we just pushed them aside second half. So it shows you we've got it in us. We can do it.
Oh, definitely.
And it's no fluke whatsoever. So also before our last show, Lee Cattermole's landed himself a job, eh?
Aye, Bristol Rovers, isn't it?
Aye. He was a good old Cats, wasn't he?
Oh, I used to love him. He didn't pull out the note, did he?
He didn't. Well, we all knew though when he picked that penalty up for Portsmouth, we all knew he's got to miss it, weren't we? Update on injuries, of course. Yeah, Ian Pavade, as we all know, back in training, should be available for Norwich. Salis Abdul Samed, very close to returning to training and should be back at the end of December, which of course we're nearly at the end of December right now. Jace Jensen's seal this week was non-contact. Then he'll have contact with the under-21s and they'll play a short period in under-21s game. Ahmed Abdahali is expected to start training next week. Sunderland scored a really good goal in the 21s against Derby. Did you see it?
Aye.
When they lost 4-1, right from the other end of the pitch to the other.
Aye.
And he's there again scoring, isn't he?
Aye, he is. Aye. He's going to be a good one, isn't he?
Aye. How old's he?
17.
17. Well, if he carries on the way he's going, he's going to get a look on the bench in the first team, eh?
He will do.
Certainly producing the talents.
Oh, they'll carry me lights come on a ton in the last 18 months.
Oh, absolutely massive. It's just great. And that's why I enjoy watching the under-21s. I mean, if anybody doesn't watch it, when you see the Sunderland advertising at the live games and that, I would highly recommend watching it because
I love watching the 21s.
You're watching our future players.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We've got some good. We've got good young ones there that you're watching the 21s. Didn't even get a mention. Near the first team, but there's some good players.
I know. And there's a decision to be made about Trey Ogunsui in January following a fine start to the season at youth level. He says, if we're letting Roosen go, do we promote him or do we loan him out?
If they let Roosen go, they'll be bringing another one in, won't they?
Yeah. Well, if I let
Not
Rooson...
that he ever gets any game time, like.
No. Ria says, yes, promote him if Rooson is aware. Stephen says, definitely suits playing lone front man role, mobile and can finish. He says, let Rooson go, and Connolly can only play in a front two, so backup really. And Ian says, I think he'll certainly be on the verge of first team, even as a sub soon enough. He says, no worries, he'll leave. All he needs to do is look at the likes of Watson, Rigg, Job. His time will come. So I think we'll see him make appearance in the first team before the end of this season.
Aye.
I really do. Like, excuse me. We've got Ken Walton, member of the channel. Hello, Ken, you all right, mate? He says, all the best to you both for 2025. He says, great show.
Good lad.
John Nesbitt says, according to their manager, he says they're going to be cautious, which means they won't go attacking for fun. But like the rest who come here. But like I say, John, Sunderland have just got to concentrate on playing their game. And when they're firing, there's no one to be afraid of in this division at all.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I don't think any team can touch Sunderland when we're on form. They cannot, like.
No.
And SJ says, I can't see Norwich defending this, but I don't think you will. The Packer Andrew says, the question is for Davey. Who is your favourite player and how would you rate them?
Favourite player what? No.
I think he's on about now,
No. Your favourite player? I would have to say... Well, I would say Joe Bellingham. Like at the minute, I think he's really tremendous.
Still going for Bellingham.
I think he's our biggest influence. I think he's the one player we really miss. Yeah.
Well, it proved it, didn't it, Davey, when he was out?
Yeah, we've got nobody else who keeps it and drives on with it like him.
So there we go.
Well, I like watching Riggy, mind you, I do.
So there we go, Andrew, the Packer Andrew. He's Davey says it's Bellingham, and I think a few Sunderland fans will agree there in our mind. On about loan players, D Hall, hello D. Hall, he says Jibril Cisse was a good loanee under Keane. I remember when he had a hell of a game at Spurs at White Hart Lane. And he scored, I think, 1-1 out. And he scored against the Mags.
Aye.
And I remember
he used to get up for it, didn't he?
He did, aye. And I remember him saying...
He used to show passion, didn't he?
He did. And when he scored against Newcastle at the Stadium of Light, that was the Richardson Rocket game. And I remember the Sky Sports commentator saying, don't tell me the foreigners don't know how much this fixture means. And he was like, he went off it, didn't he?
Aye.
But I did like Jibril, like he was good, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, they had a song for them, Jibril Cisse number 9. Da la 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 la. I love that song. I think that was the Steve Malbranck era as well.
Aye, he was a good little player, wasn't he?
Hell of a player.
The ball was like, I was stuck to his toe, wasn't it?
Aye.
As a Mawadjan, I liked him and all.
Yes.
He was explosive, wasn't he?
He was a big bloke, wasn't he?
Aye. They just didn't stop around long enough, did they?
They didn't. They didn't at all.
Yeah.
Nyron Nosworthy was a good one, wasn't he?
Aye, aye.
Amount of times you used to see him trying to tack 4 players on in his own penalty area, and all he has to do is just get rid of it.
I know.
But the fans loved him.
Aye, they did.
Nyron quality. Jim N says, apparently Norwich have adopted our model approach but are a season behind. Stay there. John says, momentum is everything, and if we can't achieve that after last week's win, we may as well give up. I think I can see your point there, John. It's like to get a crack.
Momentum is massive in football. Massive.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. I mean, if there's anything going to do with the confidence the world are good, it's like coming from 2-0 down away from home at a place where we never win, just about, or a team.
Yeah.
If that's not going to do the morale any good, I mean, what will? Do you know what I mean? Jim N says, I think the team can improve as the season goes on, as they get more experiences. So I'm hoping we can get a run. But like I say, I don't think the Christmas period's been that bad so far, has it?
No. Like you say, there's a couple of 2 or 3 big games coming up now. If we can be still in the top 3 or 4, come beginning of January, we're there. Like we could cause some damage.
Well, like I said, there's nobody off for you in the playoffs.
No.
I don't care. As a matter of fact, if we sometimes it's best to say right to the likes of Leeds and Sheffield United, because you didn't want them in the playoffs, do you?
No.
I wouldn't be afraid of Burnley in the playoffs.
No, definitely not.
D Hall says Niall Quinn is in town on Saturday. Will bring us a bit of luck. He must be at the match tomorrow.
He is, aye.
He'll get a good reception, won't he?
Oh, aye, definitely.
I have to try and get him on the show.
Aye.
That'll be a good one. It's just getting out of them though, man.
No.
I think people like that, you've got to go through their agents.
Aye.
We'll have to probably get £1,000 each, Davey, to get him on the show.
I know. That's the thing. You need people like Copley who's willing to come on, and like Sir Martin Smith will come on anytime. Them lads.
You just got to keep. I'm not going to pester anybody this festive period anyway.
No.
But, SJ says, hope we have someone lined up to replace Job if we don't go up, because the way he's playing for us now, it's going to be really difficult to replace him. SJ's on about if we didn't get up, do you think Job will still be with us? That just depends on what offers are elsewhere, doesn't it?
You can never determine what'll happen, man.
No. Kingfisher says Queen's disco pants for New Year. Colin Major says, Davey, can you remember little Stan Cummins?
Way Ike.
Showing my age now. Was he a good player?
Aye, tremendous little winger. About 5'4" or something he was.
Was he?
Aye, tremendous. Like Bobby Kerr. Same stature.
What era was Cummins then?
Well, it was Gary Rowell days.
Late 70s, early 80s.
Well, whenever Gary Rowell played and Kevin Arnott, remember all them?
I remember. It was just before my time supporting Sunderland, but I know the players. What was the famous hat-trick Gary Rowell scored at St James's Park? Was that in the late 70s or early 80s?
Oh, yes, I'm terrible for years. I was
me
there.
Too, me too.
I'll have been about 14 or 15, so work that out. Late 70s.
Late 70s. You were at St James's Park on that when he scored the hat-trick?
Aye, I was there. Terrifying, mind you, because there was no like police escorts them days. You just had to go and ride the gauntlet.
What was it like at full time leaving the ground then, Davey?
Horrendous.
And of course, you wouldn't have had a sun on top on, would you?
No, but they were like chucking people through shop windows and everything.
Really?
Oh, it was horrendous. And I was only about 14.
Bloody hell. But of course, if you haven't got a football top on, they're not going to know who you support, are they?
No. But I remember that game. We played in blue tops.
We wiped the floor with them, didn't we?
Aye. Gary Rowell hat-trick.
I often see his son's on social media a lot, like.
Aye.
He's got a son. He's often posting stuff. I messaged him. I think it's Peter Rowell. I messaged him, asked him if he wanted to come on, but I didn't get a reply. Some of them do reply. Some of them. Like I say, I don't know why people didn't reply. I don't whether they think they're more important than you. I really just don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
John Nesbitt says, be interesting to see this owner's ambition in January. No good waiting till the end of Jan to acquire players. Take a month for them to settle in. We will see.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is your life. Red Book is out again, says SJ on about Colin Major bringing up the past. John Nesbitt says, Cabbie, you have more chance of getting the Pope than Quinny. He's as busy as hell.
Oh. He's got a podcast in America.
God, he still does his horses, doesn't he?
I didn't know. He's doing something with his daughter at the minute. He runs this podcast and it's absolutely massive.
Is it?
Huge in America. About kids football.
Oof. And there we go.
So,
He's give his time up to come over here.
aye.
Yeah, David Walker. Hello, David says Raoul hat-trick was 1979.
Nice. I said late 70s, 79 now.
Who was Sunderland manager?
Oh, God, someone manager
Was
then.
it Durban?
It could have been, somebody like that, aye. Durban or
He was
Ashurst, Durban,
Len
Ashurst.
Ashurst was a good manager, wasn't he?
Aye, it might have been Ashurst or Durban, aye.
There's one for you, David. Who was the manager for when Gary Rowell scored his hat-trick?
Yeah.
Were there a good? Was that just a one-off game that Davey? That or were there a good team that season, Sunderland?
No, they weren't a good team on out, no. They just turned it on the day. I always remember there was knee grass on the pitch and it was rock hard.
Oh, it looked awful.
Aye, I always remember that. I was thinking, God, there's not a blade of grass on that pitch and it looks rock hard and the ball was bobbling all over. They didn't have the ball, no, the players did it, the pitches they play on.
They didn't. Very similar to the playoff second leg at St James's Park. Won't beat them 2-0. It was just a quagmire, wasn't it?
Aye.
But you're right, like they don't know the ball now.
No.
I mean, it's like playing on felt, isn't it? SGS says wasn't even born. John Nesbitt says Cummins. I was at Anfield, right behind his shot, which kept us up. Ray Clements in goal, brilliant day that way. That one. What's he on about there, John? Did he save the day? Did he Cummins that day?
He scored the winner at Anfield, right in front of the cup.
I'll have to see if that's on YouTube.
I think we played in white that day.
Did we?
Aye.
David Walker says Ken Knighton was a manager.
Ken Knighton, aye. Aye, Ken Knighton.
SJ's fast forward in time a bit here. He says, will 09 come in for Ballard then? Or will he keep him there and drop Serkin? Serkin doesn't seem back to his full sort of fitness yet, does he?
No. Well, he hasn't. He mustn't have done any training, must he?
No. Because
like you say, he might have trained all week. He might be fine for playing. It's just nice to have options in a way. And if you're looking at the team overall, the manager must be pleased. I might have upset a couple, but the team in general is a lot better off.
Yes. I would say I'm just reading some of the notifications here. Knighton, didn't he own Darlington? Says SJ. Ken Knighton, I have no idea.
No. Different fella.
John Nesbitt says, kudos, John, you're a die-hard fan. On about Cummins. What year was that then? That'd have been that era, was it?
Yeah, same time.
And of course, if you're talking about knocking on the door of the 80s, Liverpool were a good bloody side then, weren't they?
Oh, God, aye. Oh, why, aye, they were like what Man City were the last few years.
They dominated the 80s, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. You're on about momentum in football, Cabby.
Mm-hmm.
Look what's happened to Man City. You can't believe it, can you?
That is weird.
They can't buy a win, can they?
They were talking about that on Talk Sport this week, and they were saying, has Pep made a mistake by sort of keeping a lot of his players? A lot of his players, like the Walkers and all that, have they passed the sell-by dates?
They're looking a bit stale, aren't they?
They're looking a bit stale, aye. So,
but I've never seen it coming as bad as this.
Yeah, but you just look at Pep. He looks like a shattered man, doesn't he?
Oh, he looks ill,
doesn't he? I don't know. I like Man City. I don't know what I like the fans. To be quite honest with you, I prefer Man City to Man United. Put it that way.
No, I do. Every time I watch Man United, I just want them to get beat. I've always been like that.
It's queer, isn't it? I think a lot of fans say
Aye.
the same and all.
I've never had any affinity to them at all. The only time I want them to win is when they play Newcastle.
It's not, yeah, it soon changes, doesn't it?
Aye.
Yeah, it's right. Every time you see Man U on the telly, and it's like if they're getting beat off a Nottingham Forest or something, you chuffed a bit, aren't you?
Aye.
You know, it's John Nesbitt says you were reenacting that goal too much. John says, hiya Jim, Merry Christmas to you all. D Hall says Cummins was 1979 to 83.
Yeah.
That's when he played. SJ says Man City are in free fall because of their concern about what's going to happen to them. I don't think anything will happen to them, to be honest with you.
No, it.
And if they
they'll have the best lawyers in the world.
Aye. If they do get found guilty, you know Sunderland will be League Cup winners, didn't you?
Will they?
Yep. They'll get stripped of titles and they'll get stripped of silverware.
We'll have to have an open bus parade.
Can you imagine rubbing salt on the wounds?
That one. That's John Anderson if he wants to come.
Oh, bloody hell. But I don't know. You didn't want to win a cup like that, do you?
No.
But it would be funny, though, wouldn't it?
Aye. It's that time again, lad.
God, it is and all. It's gone quick, hasn't it? Man City are getting like Pep, older and flabbier.
Aye.
John says Souness in the side. Kennedy Howard Gale and played better than Liverpool that day. A few thousand Sunderland fans in the Cop apparently.
Aye.
Topsy T says, "Oh, I'm gutted. Tuned in, lads, and it's nearly finished. His signal's crap at work." He says, "We'll have to watch back. Hope you's all well and have a fantastic Christmas." Well, Topsy T, who always pops in. Thanks, mate.
You know, mate.
Packer Andrew says Niall Quinn was a legend on the turf. He was. SJ, I suppose the Carabao Cup isn't a Mickey Mouse Cup anymore now that the Mags are near the final. I watched that. That was a poor show for Brentford. That
Very,
you know,
very poor.
If that was a team that weren't interested in a
cup
game,
they looked terrified, didn't they?
They did in our mind. But
Aye.
Anyway, what's your prediction, Davey, for tomorrow?
I'll go for a 3-0.
You're going to go, oh, Christ. Yeah,
3-0. I'll go for Mayenda, Isidore, and Bellingham.
Do you know, I'm going to go the same scoreline for you. I'm going to
fancy a 3-0.
I'm going to say a 3-0. I fancy Isidore to get one. I fancy Sergen to nick one if he comes on.
Aye.
And I would say Riggy. He's due a goal and all, isn't he?
Riggy, aye. I like seeing Riggy score. He loves it, doesn't he?
He does, aye. So, Davey, are you doggy walking time?
I'm going to walk the dogs and then look, see what the granddaughter's up to.
What's your plans on Christmas Day? Are you doing much?
Just me and our lass at home.
Aye. Not seen your boy for a while.
He's coming down on the 23rd.
He's coming down the 23rd. Well, we'll have a
He's staying a week. He's staying at my mother's.
Well, we'll have another show on Monday, won't we?
Aye.
Before and that.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to talk about Saturday.
Right, of course we will. D Hall says 3-0 as well. Get on, Davey, lad. 3-1, mate, is 2 and Rig. Well, Davey, I do appreciate you coming on. I wasn't so sure whether you were doing Christmas stuff. And don't forget... Enjoy
your trip on Monday, man.
We'll see you on Monday. We'll enjoy the game.
Right. See you later, boys.
Good night, Davey.
Good night.
Cheers, mate.
Good night, lad.
Ta-ra. And there we go. Thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in. I do appreciate you. And anybody who's just tuning in, you can watch it back. So thanks, everybody in the chat who's tuned in. And we'll see you tomorrow for the live watch-along.